What is enlightenment? This is a question that seekers have had for thousands of years. What is enlightenment? In ancient China, when Zen was flourishing, when Buddhism came to China and combined with the Tao, and it was the flourishing of Zen, there were many seekers, just as there are today. And people wanted to know, deeply, deeply, deeply wanted to know, what is enlightenment? What is Zen? What is God? What is truth? I mean, many people don't seem to care, but there are people that are deeply on a spiritual quest, on a spiritual path, and they do. They want to know this more than anything in their life. What is truth? What is enlightenment? What is God? These are all the same things. They're just words for the same thing. Bodhidharma's first student waited outside his cave for weeks, months in the snow, just sitting there, hoping that Bodhidharma would take him as a student and answer this question. So deeply was his desire to awaken, to understand enlightenment, that he waited out there in the cold without food or water for weeks, months. And finally he cut off his own arm and brought it to Bodhidharma to show his desire, his incredible yearning to know truth, to know enlightenment. So when people ask this question in koans, what is enlightenment? What is Zen? What is Buddha? What is God? This is not a frivolous question. This is not a mere curiosity. They want to know with every fiber in their being when they ask this question. And Zen Masters have had what we consider different answers for this. So when one monk understand and feel that this great seeking for this answer, that this is not just idle curiosity, this is a powerful seeking with every molecule in their body, every fiber of their being. They want to know this answer. So the Zen Master is obligated to give them the most perfect answer that they can. So one monk asked this with this great desire, and he was told the cypress tree in the courtyard. Another monk was told the Buddha statue in the altar. Another monk was told the stick used to clean the latrines, the outhouse, a shit stick. So how could there be these different answers? They sound so mundane, and you know, they're asking this huge question. They get the cypress tree in the garden, the Buddha statue in the altar, a shit stick. And one Zen master said, your own mind, this very mind that's asking this question, that's enlightenment, that's Zen, that's God, that's truth. This very mind. Now to the mind, this seems like a puzzle, right? All koans seem like a puzzle to the mind. How can it be? Are they just playing with this monk with so much desire to know? Are they just playing with them? Are they just being funny? Is it just a joke to them? Of course not. Of course not. They're answering with the greatest love and compassion. And all these answers, although to the mind they seem different, cypress tree, Buddha statue, shit stick, mind, The mind makes these things seem different, like they're different answers, like each Zen master is giving a different answer. But in fact, they're not. They're not. It's all the same answer. Cypress tree, shit stick, Buddha statue, mind. It's all the same answer. And the question, what is Zen? What is enlightenment? What is Buddha? What is truth? These are all the same question. There is no difference at all. The answer and the question. There's no difference between the answer and the question. But to your mind, there is. Your mind sees differences. That's what it's conditioned to do. Your thoughts see the world as different, see the world as separate. So you cannot understand the answer to these koans. You cannot understand the question itself with the mind. And you cannot understand any of the answers with your mind. But if you let go of the dominance of your mind, if you let go of the tyranny of your thoughts, you can feel the answer. You can feel the answer. What is enlightenment? What is Zen? What is God? What is truth? What are you? So if you ask me, I might perhaps hold up a leaf and say, this is enlightenment, this is God. Do you understand? If you try and understand this with your mind, you won't be able to. It'll just bring you confusion. But if you come to me with this sincere desire to know what enlightenment is, what truth is, what you are, I might hold up this leaf as an answer. It's this. Can you feel this? Can you let go of your mind and feel this true answer? You, me, the Buddha statue over there, those flowers, the sound of water running and the drone sound. The sound of this bell. All of this is God. All of this is Zen. All of this is enlightenment. All of this is truth. Your mind that right now wants to understand this and is trying to understand what I'm saying is also this. There is nothing that you can see, hear, taste, touch that is not this. It's all enlightenment. It's all God. It's all Zen. It's all truth. It's all you. Can you feel this? The peace of non-separation. the peace of freedom from the tyranny of your thoughts. Can you feel this? The mind makes everything separate. So there's mind, cypress tree, Buddha statue, shit stick, bell sound, leaf, thoughts. All of these are different to the mind. This is our conditioning. This is what we wake up from. We don't wake up to anything other than enlightenment, truth, God. We wake up from an illusion, from conditioning, from a dream. This dream is separation. This is the cause of all your suffering. This illusion, this dream, is the cause of all suffering in the world. And that's what we wake up from. Can you feel this? Not think it, not understand it, just feel it. Just feel it. If you can, for a moment, let go of your thoughts, your understanding, your knowledge, and let yourself feel that all of this is not separate. All of this is one. There is only one. Everything you taste, touch, hear, see, think, it's all one. Everything you feel, it's all one. There is no separation anywhere. Throughout the known and unknown universe, there has never been a millimeter of separation, ever. Can you feel this? This is truth. But because of your conditioning, you need to feel it. You need to experience it and trust that feeling. Trust the reality and truth of that feeling of oneness. This great peace. Freedom, bliss, love. These are all feelings of truth, feelings of enlightenment, feelings of God, feelings of Zen. All these words point to the exact same thing, truth. Beyond mental understanding, which sees these things as different. The cypress tree, the shit stick, the Buddha statue, the sound of the bell, the leaf, your mind. These are all the same. These are all one. God, Buddha, truth, enlightenment, Zen. These are all the same. These are all one. Throughout the known and unknown universe, there has never been any separation whatsoever. Can you feel this? You are this. Can you feel it? Your mind cannot help you with this. It only interferes. So for a moment, just let it go and feel this great presence. What we wake up to is beyond the mind, before the mind, before our conditioning, before our dream of separation. We wake up to this, to reality, to life as it truly is. It doesn't need thoughts, and yet thoughts are not separate from it. Nothing is. All thoughts dissolve in truth, in enlightenment, in non-duality, in oneness, in reality, because they're conditioned, they're illusions, they're part of our dream. So the words enlightenment, Zen, Buddha, God, freedom, truth, these also just dissolve. And isn't this wonderful? To feel this, to realize this, to remember this, to be this. You have a habit of mind. We all do, or after we wake up did. A habit to come back to trying to understand the world through our thoughts. That's what keeps us from truth, from reality, from waking up. This habit energy of our thoughts. Perceiving the world through thoughts, perceiving the world through separation when there is none. It's a very common dream, isn't it? Pretty much everyone you know has this same dream. And yet something in you knows truth, knows reality, knows enlightenment, knows God. What knows this is your true nature, which has never been separate. And you are this. No matter how lost in a dream you are of thought, it has not changed this at all. The thought of separation doesn't mean separation is real, or true, or ever has been. It's just a dream. And the answer to this great question is not really the cypress tree, the Buddha statue, the shit stick, the sound of the bell, the leaf. It's this feeling, this experience, this realization. Cypress tree, Buddha statue, shit stick, leaf, bell, these are just names. These are just forms. These are just perceptions that come through our dream. These are dream forms. The reality is not like this. There is no separation. Names and forms are not what they appear to be. Nothing is as it appears to be. Nothing is as you think it is. But this great feeling of peace and love, freedom, bliss, this is truth. If you feel this, you understand in a way that the mind never can. You realize your true nature as beyond thought. So you cannot conceive it. You do not understand it as a thought. It's truth itself. You feel it. You are it. Who can understand oneness with their mind, non-duality, truth, enlightenment, God? Nobody can. Not Buddha, not Ramana Maharshi, not Jesus. Nobody understands this with their mind. They realize it as their very being itself. They directly experience it, they feel it. And they've learned not to let the mind interfere. Not trust the dream, the illusions of thought. But simply be as this. There is no mental answer to what is enlightenment. Even when I say you are enlightenment, because this is true, but your mind will interpret that as what you think you are, and that's not it. When I say you, I'm talking about something that's beyond thought, beyond all thought. forever beyond all thought. You're not going to figure it out in the future through thought. Nobody can. Buddha didn't. Ramana Maharshi didn't. Jesus didn't. Nobody understands through thought. This is beyond thought. And you can let go of thought in any moment, right now, and allow the reality of this to be felt, be experienced. That's why I say, can you feel this? Not can you understand it, not can you think it, but can you feel it? Can you feel what's beyond all thought? Because that is enlightenment. That is truth. That is Zen. That is God. Why am I so happy? Because of this. Because of this realization, this awareness, this being. This presence, this now. There's no real cause for this happiness. It just is. There's no real cause for this love. It just is. There's no cause for this peace beyond understanding. It just is. And it is beyond understanding. As all of life is. As you are. You may think you understand you. Those are just thoughts. That's just a dream. Only when you completely don't understand you do you really understand you. What does it feel like to let go? What does it feel like to stop clinging to thoughts? Well, that's enlightenment. What does it feel like not to try to understand? What does it feel like not to seek, but to find? To realize that nothing has ever been missing. All this seeking points to a direction, a powerful, profound direction of wanting to know truth, of wanting to realize truth. Something inside us desperately wants to know this. And this is good. But what we want to know is the true nature of our being itself and the being of all that exists. And that's always here. That's always present. You cannot be nor ever have been anything other than this. So to realize this, even your seeking, you have to let go of. Because your seeking is also thought. Your seeking to be free of thought is also thought. And truth is beyond thought. What does it feel like to let go of thought? What does it feel like to be beyond thought, before thought? What does this feel like? Please don't think I'm asking you to have a thought about this or a thought answer. I'm not. I'm just asking you to pay attention to the feeling of it. That's the answer. The feeling is the answer. The direct experience is the answer. There is no true answer other than that, other than this. Other than your very being itself. Your very being, unseparate from the being of all existence. What does that feel like? Without words, without thoughts, what does that feel like? If I ask you what love feels like, you can quote Shakespeare's sonnets all you like, but none of it will ever capture completely this feeling of love, will it? So the true answer for what love feels like is the feeling itself, not words about it, not thoughts about it. Even the most beautiful poetry is not it. It may point to it, but it's not it. You just directly experience it. You feel it. That's the answer. And enlightenment is like this. No words can describe this. It just is this. You just are this. There's no need to understand. Only to be. Simple beyond simple. If you have questions about this, I'm available on Zoom after this in about 15 minutes. About 15 minutes. You can join me then.